Martha, this is still an issue, downgraded but still dangerous. Hurricane Matthew, now a tropical cyclone, heading back out into the Atlantic Ocean. That storm leaving at least 15 dead here in the U.S. and hundreds back in Haiti. Amid the devastation, officials are urging people to remain cautious on the roads and around their homes.
We cannot stress enough, if you see water on the roads, understand we don't know if there's power lines under there. We don't know whether the road has fallen underneath. We don't know if it's going to sweep you away and you're not going to be able to get out. But please, please, please take caution, because we don't want to have to keep seeing senseless fatalities where we are trying to give warnings.
So that's Nikki Haley, the Republican governor in South Carolina. Rob Schmitt live in Savannah, Georgia with more from there. And Rob, you're at a scene that is very familiar with Savannah now. How does it look?
Yeah, you know, especially this kind of scene behind me, more familiar, more common as you get closer to the water, further east of downtown Savannah. This is a water oak, Bill. This is a tree. There are huge trees like this all over. They're beautiful here in Georgia and South Carolina, but they have a very weak root system. And in that Category 2 hurricane, a lot of these came down. You see right here, it took the power pole and the lines with it. This neighborhood is in the dark. There are about 200,000 customers in the state of Georgia who are in the dark as well. And just up the road, about 20 miles from here, is Hilton Head, South Carolina, right across the border, right across the Savannah River. We tried to go there today because Hilton Head took the eye of this storm. We just got sideswiped. We couldn't get into Hilton Head, but look at what we found here. Hundreds of people on the side of the highway waiting to get into Hilton Head. Some of them have been there for 24 hours, just sitting on the side of the road, waiting for police and officials to let them finally go back home after this storm. Bill.
You know, Rob, there are 4 dead in Georgia, and I understand you were at the scene of one of those deaths last night. What did you see, Rob?
Well, yeah, that was a really heartbreaking story. We went into this neighborhood, really great people in this neighborhood, and they told us that a gentleman had stayed back. His family had evacuated. His 2 little kids and his wife had taken off. He stayed with the house, and a massive pine tree. Let's show you the picture. The trunk of this tree was so huge, came right down on the house, landed right on the master bedroom, killing that man. He was somewhere in his 40s. And we actually talked to his neighbors, and they talked about getting a phone call from his wife that morning that they found him, telling him, hey, go check on the house. I haven't heard from my husband. Let's listen in.
I was on the phone with JC, and I saw a tree on our house, and I told her that there's a tree on your house. It doesn't look bad. And then I walked around the corner, and I could tell, and I told her we'd have to call her back.
And from what we've been told, he was a really great father. Spent a lot of time with his kids, taking them up and down the street, going to the pool all the time. Really just a sad story, and really indicates, you know, how much you need to take these warnings seriously when these evacuation orders go into effect. That storm, a Category 2, brought in some fierce winds and some record storm surge as well. We're hearing tonight, Bill, that they're going to be letting people come back into Savannah at around 5 p.m.
Wow, our best to everybody down there. It's tough for a homeowner to get up and leave your property and your home and so many things that you own behind. Rob, thank you. Rob Schmitt, they're live in Savannah. Back to St. Louis now and more with more.